The human skeleton consists of many bones, and we'll just go through them from top to bottom very briefly. We'll start here at the top with the head, and all it consists of is a skull and a mandible, which is the lower jaw, so both of which are separate, they're not joined together. Next, we look at the neck. The bones of the neck are composed of vertebral bones called cervical bones. There are 7 cervical bones in the neck. Next, we look at the chest. The chest contains ribs, and the vertebral column in this region on the back is called thoracic vertebral column. The thoracic region of the vertebral column. We'll look at that later. The ribs, this area here, also, which is actually called the rib cage because it looks like a cage, consists of 12 ribs, only the first 10 of which are attached to the sternum or the breastbone. All 12 ribs attached to the thoracic vertebral column on the backside. The abdominal region consists only of a single column of bone called the lumbar vertebra, which is again part of the vertebral column that starts all the way at the base of the head and runs all the way down to the base of the pelvis. The lumbar vertebral column, the lumbar portion of the vertebral column, makes up the abdomen. The pelvic region consists of the pelvis, consists of the pelvis, which is a bone, a big bone. It's actually a fusion of 3 bones: the ilium, ischium, and pubis. A fusion of 3 bones creates one of these pubic bones, pelvic bones, and then 2 of those plus a single bone in the middle called the sacrum. 3 bones make up the pelvis. Next, we look at the legs. The lower limb consists of the thigh, the leg, and the foot. The thigh consists of a single bone, long bone, very strong bone called the femur. The leg consists of 2 bones. The tibia, the bigger one is the tibia, and the one to the side, on 2 sides, is the fibula. You can feel the heads of the little 2 heads of the fibula on your own leg, just below the knee. The foot is composed of many bones, and we won't go into detail at this moment. The upper limb consists of the upper arm, forearm, and the hand. The upper arm is composed of a single bone called the humerus. Humerus. Just like in the thigh, a single bone. Then the forearm, 2 bones, just like the leg had 2 bones. The forearm has 2 bones. This one is called the ulna, the one that's more to the middle, or called medial, is the ulna, and the lateral to the side is the radius. This is if you hold your hand or your arm in this position, like so. The one on the side of my thumb is the radius. The one towards my pinky is the ulna. And again, the hand is composed of many bones, which we won't go into detail at this moment. Finally, additional bones are the clavicle here. I think they also call the collarbone. Well, the clavicle, right? You can feel that on yourself, just at the top of your chest. Then there is a scapula on the back side. You can feel that on yourself too. The scapula, triangular shape. So we have a clavicle, a scapula, and we have patellas, or the kneecaps, They are right on the front of the bottom portion of the femur. They do not go over the tibia. So here one more time is the view of the skeleton from the back, just to make things easier to see. Sorry if the camera is shaking, I don't have a camera stand. So this, from the base of the skull, going all the way down to the bottom of the pelvis, this is the vertebral column, and it consists of 30 bones. We won't go in detail we won't go into detail now, later. But 30 bones make up the vertebral column, and again the first 7 is the cervical, make up the neck. The next 12 is the thoracic, make up the thoracic region, the chest region. The next 5 is the lumbar region for the abdomen. The last 5 is the pelvic, or called the sacral vertebra. Is found at the back of the pelvis. And that, if you add that up, 7, 12, 5, 5, that's 29. The last one is called the coccyx, or the coccyx. Very small bone. You can feel that on yourself as well. It's a very small bone, and that's one bone plus 7 plus 12 plus 5 plus 5 makes up 30. And here are your scapulas. See these lines here? These are the scapular spines. You can feel those on yourself as well. And that's pretty much it. So this is the back of the skeleton. Tune in for the next episode of the anatomy tutorial. Thanks for watching.